Hi, RD Barry here. Welcome to episode 69B in my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XII. Alright, well, a little bit of a change of plan here. I decided to go, instead of going for a rare game this time, I'm going to try to finish off a couple of the ordinary enemies in this area that I haven't done yet. I think we've done most of them, but there's a few, like the woolly gators, I skipped at the time. I didn't think it was worth the trouble dealing with them, but since we are trying to fill in our bestiary and the clan primer as much as possible, I think. I didn't know that I was really doing that, but I would like that to be would like to do as much as we can of that by the time we're finished with the playthrough here. I'm gonna try to do that. So first of all, and it turns out there's I tried doing one of the storm elementals off screen, and turns out those aren't too bad. A little interesting, but not intractable. And there is a I think this would be a good time also to do this thing with the withered trees, and I'll show you how that works as well. So first of all, let's do the woolly gators. I believe they hang out. One of the places they hang out is in the Starfall Field. So let's head there first. I've got my gambit set up for the Alright, let's get rid of the frog here first before we do anything else. Yeah. I think these are not going to be too hard because there probably wasn't a good reason to postpone doing them earlier. And now we've gone way too long, so they're just basically not hard at all. Get some good loot, I think. So if we want to catch up on our guild, that might be one thing we could do. But other than that, I think we're and like I said, I just want to get that entry in the clan primer for now. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Anyway, I was watching one of the old episodes, and I said a lot about how the weather changes in this area, and I was totally wrong about that. It can change whenever you change zones, apparently, and that, in my experience, is different than what happens in the Western Sand. And I thought the Western Sand was kind of the going to be kind of the typical rule there, but apparently, if it is typical, there are exceptions. Alright, we've got this entangled wood here. It says some driftwood has become lodged among the dark crystals. And I mentioned this before, but I think this will be a good place to actually figure that out and get that going. So I'm going to go back into the Crystal Glade and get that withered tree there. And there's a whole bunch of other entangled or withered trees in Giza here. So I'm going to knock those all down. Basically, just strike the tree with a sword or something. There we go. And we see it drift slowly, and it says to the east, which since we are, it tells us it more or less tells us where it's going. I don't think we'd ever actually see it going to where it's actually going to end up in the given how complex this area is. But that's the hint the game gives you. And I'm gonna go through and do the rest of them. I'll just do a little blurb at each one just to get the location. Okay, here's another one in Starfall Fields. We'll just hit that again. We need to... There we go. Alright. We don't need to do the dialogue each time, apparently, this time. Okay, here's another one in Tolm Hills. Let's do that. Alright, one right here in the Nomad Village. Do that one. Suppose we'll get some kind of additional prompt. Oh, one thing I wanted to do here, as long as we're here in the village, there's one more follow-up thing to do with that giant frog hunt. This guy here is our client, is still hanging around. He's still a ghost. Yeah. But we returned the ring to its rightful owner. So, yeah. So he's gone to his final rest or whatever. Anyway. I don't think there's actually any tangible benefit for doing that, but it's just for story completion, I guess. Okay, here's another one in on the North Bank. Let's do that. Right. We get the tree stumps left behind, but other than that, nothing to worry about. Okay, I'm just taking a quick check here at the original original location here. It says a few more pieces, so I haven't gotten all of them yet. So I'll take another pass around and see if I can't find the remaining ones. I don't know if there's a limit, like only one per zone or anything like that. We'll have to see. Okay, I found one here in the Throne Road, just north of the village. Okay. Ah. I hear a noise. This game's version of the you did whatever you were meant to do noise. Let's go back to the South Bank and check out what we have here. Alright. And now, there is an actual bridge there we can cross. Let's go ahead and cross it. And there's a whole new, a whole new part of the game here, the Tracks of the Beast. And there's actually a new enemy in here. Looks like the old enemy, but it's not. It's the Silicon Tortoise. And I believe, wow. Let's leave those guys alone for now. Those are level 36. We're still in the high 20s. So I'm going to try not to bother them for now. But at least I know that they are there, and when would be a good time to go looking for them. Let's see. Yeah, let's go back this way. So yeah, I was thinking, I remembered something about this, there being another enemy in here, but I didn't realize it was so high level. In the meantime, let's do the Storm Elemental. And what I want to do, already got my party set out. This is going to be a little bit of a boss battle, so I'm going to do a little bit of special setup here. First of all, I want to equip Bosch here with the ice brand, and I want to have Ash's Gambit set up with a Ice Week Lazara Gambit. It's already done. And Pinello is just going to be basically support here, healing and support. I'm going to take the Nishijin belt, or Nishijin belt off of Ash here, and replace it with the I'm going to replace it with the Rose Corsage here, so she'll be immune to silence. And if anybody else gets silenced, I want to have her with a Vox Gambit. I think you can do Vox, otherwise no, she can't. I have to do that with Pinello, I guess. And let's put the Rose Corsage on her. So I think we've got 2 of those, so that would actually be helpful. There we go, immune silence. And also because of sleep, I'm going to have Bosch equipped with the anti-sleep accessory, which is the Nishijin belt, which I just freed up, and have him dispense prince's kisses. Wow. When necessary. Okay, so that should be what we need there. Let's start out with ignore the wolf for now and just go after this guy. Let's see. I don't know who Ash is attacking. I want to. If she's attacking the wolves, that's fine. But I want to get. Okay, Ash and... Wow, this is not going quite as planned. Bosh, why don't you finish off that... There we go. And, Ash... you don't need to be casting Cura on top of, Vanello's, so let me fix that a little bit. Yeah. Because Blizzar is going to do at least 1,000 points damage, or like you just saw 1,400 damage there. Another wolf in the way. Let's get rid of that one. Alright. Nice piece of EXP, nice piece of LP. Can't be bad. It is what is a little bit interesting, like I said, but especially with the wolves kind of distracting us here, but not as hard as I guess, like, from the PS2 version I kind of had a psychological block against even trying, so I'm glad I tried that, and I would say that if you're gonna do it at all, this is when you should do it. Basically levels in your high 20s to 30. And it's not something you want to do on a whim here. You want to prepare a little bit with the right accessories and whatnot. Anyway, so that's I think the elementals were actually only about level 25 or so, 26 maybe. So we are a higher level than them, but that's to make up for the fact that they are stronger than average for their level. Anyway, so next time I will go on and do the rare game for the Osmone Plain. And I hope you'll join for that. Until then, bye.